Hello and welcome to the Global International Scholars Program Masterclass. I'm your consultant, Bob Mwiti. And in today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to prepare for the TOEFL exam. Okay? In today's lesson, I'm going to teach you how to prepare for the TOEFL exam. Now, if you come from a non-English speaking country, you will most likely be required to take a test of English as a foreign language exam, which is called TOEFL. Okay, and if you have to, then you need to be very, very well prepared. Okay, when I came to the US as a student, I had to take that test. Okay. And at the time, I didn't prepare that well. I didn't know much. I was really very unprepared. Okay. And actually, that's why I have this program so that I can help you be well prepared. Okay. For some of these things, like, for example, these kind of exams. All right. So I didn't score very good. I didn't have a very good TOEFL score. But luckily, the school that I was going to didn't really require me to have a very high score. Okay. Now, the total score for TOEFL is 120. Okay. This is internet-based exam. Okay. Before they used to have paper-based, but nowadays it's all internet-based. Okay. So you'll be doing internet-based TOEFL exam. So the total score is 120. Okay. A good score is anything above 100. That's a really good score. Okay, most schools, if you're scoring above 100, it means your English is very good. Okay, but there are some schools who accept as low as 70. Okay, so it all depends with the school that you are going to. Okay, but scoring that is not very hard. You just need to be prepared. Okay, you just need to be prepared. Now, some schools may waiver your TOEFL requirement if you come from certain English speaking countries. Okay, so please confirm with the schools that you shortlist about the requirement for TOEFL. Okay, it's very, very important. Confirm with them whether you need to do the TOEFL exam. Don't do it if it's not needed. Okay, because it costs money. Okay, it costs money. So if the schools that you choose, they don't require you to do TOEFL, then don't do it. And also, another thing is, if you are taught in English, okay, because also some universities, they may not list your country as an English speaking country. For example, I come from Kenya. We are taught in English, okay? But some schools, they don't list Kenya as an English speaking country, okay? And yet I learned English when I was still very young, okay? The whole of my school life, okay? So tell them that you can speak English, tell them that, you've been taught in English, okay? So that they can give you a waiver, okay? Don't do this TOEFL exam if you've been taught in English in school and all that. Okay, try to convince the school that you're going to give you a waiver for the TOEFL. Okay, it's very, very possible. You can be able to do that if you prove to them that you're good and that you are taught in English and all that. Okay. Now, what are some of the proven tips for TOEFL exam? Okay. I'm going to share that with you so that you know. Now, one, get to know the format of the TOEFL test. Now, when I was doing my TOEFL, I didn't know how the format of the test. I was so unprepared. That's why I didn't get a good score. Okay, I think I had a 70 something, 74 or 76, if I'm not wrong. That's like on the on the lower side. Okay, so you need to know the format. I didn't even know how the exam looks like and all that, so I was just so unprepared. Okay, don't do that. Okay, so know the format of the test. Okay, and you can get all this information if you visit the TOEFL website. I will walk you through that website in my in another class. Okay, so that you can understand exactly what information is there in the TOEFL website. Okay. Number two, have a minimum score in mind. Okay. Now, depending on the school that you want to go to, okay, check and know what score they require. Okay, let's say, for example, you want to get into Arizona State University and the minimum score is 80. Okay, so if the minimum score is 80, then your ideal score should be around 100. Okay, so you aim for 100, but you know that the minimum score is 80. Okay, that's how you do it. Okay, have a minimum score in mind. All right, if you have that, then you'll be able to know exactly what you want. Okay, now number three, get the official study guide. Okay, you need the official study guide. All right, it will be very helpful. You can read the explanation of the test and the tips. Okay, and also it will help you become familiar with each section. Okay, and then also it will give you information of how you need to exercise and practice. Okay, all right, very, very important. Okay, you can get this online. Okay, if you go through the website, I'll show you in my other classes. Okay, you'll be able to get that study guide. Okay, that will guide you on how to go about this TOEFL exam. Okay. Number four, tip, get support from a tutor if you need to. Okay, a tutor will give you a qualified and professional advice and support. Okay, there's so many tutors out there. In my other classes also, I'll provide you with resources where you can be able to find online tutors. Okay, now with the internet, life is easy. Okay, you can leverage the power of the internet and you can be able to find these online tutors where you can be advised and you can be trained, okay, on this. Okay, practice reading for 30 minutes. So the TOEFL exam, it has a reading section, okay, where you have to read, okay, and you are recorded. Okay, now there are some excellent websites where you can read. Okay, all right, so you can go to these links. Okay, breakingnewsenglish.com, literacynet.org. Okay, and if you go there, you'll be able to to find all this information. Let me try to just give me a second. Okay, my computer is not responding. Okay, don't like using Edge, but it's opening up in Edge. So, you can come here, breakingnewsenglish.com. Okay, you can go through that just for your reading practice. Okay, then you can also go here. Okay, literacynet.org. Okay, all right, it has all these resources for you where you can learn how to practice, how to read. Okay, now practice listening. You need to watch YouTube clips, okay, TV shows and movies in English. Okay, that's how you practice listening. Okay, also you can listen to radio, music and news. Okay, all right, in the test you'll be tested how to listen someone talking and then you're gonna answer questions about what they said. Okay, you listen and then you answer the questions. Okay, that's how the exam is. All right, practice timed writing before the test. Also there'll be writing section. Okay, during the real exam you'll have 50 minutes to write 2 essays. Okay, so each essay will have like 25 minutes. All right, so practice writing about a specific topic. Okay, you'll be given a topic to write on. Okay, to write about, right? And time yourself. Okay, replicate the exam. Okay, how the exam will look like. Okay, that's another tip that you need to follow. Okay, practice speaking. Okay, practice speaking English alone and with others. Okay, So in the exam, there'll be sections where you'll be asked to speak, okay? And it might feel strange speaking to a computer, okay? But you don't really have to worry about it, okay? So try to speak in front of a mirror, okay? When you start your practice, okay? Try to speak in front of a mirror, because when you're doing the exam, you'll be talking in front of a computer, okay? No, you're not talking in front of anyone. So it might, be a little bit awkward for you, but you don't really have to worry about if you practice, okay? So practice by talking in front of a mirror, okay, on your own, okay, or with others too, okay? Now, lastly, take practice tests. Okay, now if you are preparing for a test, of course, it's only natural to practice taking the test, right? So measure your progress, okay? Create an exam environment, okay, by pretending that you're doing a real exam, okay, as you practice, okay? Pretend you're doing a real exam, okay? I'll walk you through the TOEFL test planner in my other classes, okay, for you to get more information about all these TOEFL tests and what you need to do, okay? So I will see you in my next classes. Goodbye.